Hello everyone, Refresh here, and today I am coming to you with a look at Ultimate Guard's premium soft sleeves with a sleeve size of 67 by 103 millimeters. This size is for games like Seven Wonders, Queen's Necklace, Modern Art, and other similar games. And as you can see, these are clear soft sleeves. The MSRP for one of these packs of soft sleeves is $2.25, and you get 80 sleeves in each pack, which means that the cost per sleeve is going to be around 3 cents per sleeve, making this surprisingly the least expensive sleeve that you can purchase for cards of this size. Let's take a look at what we have inside. As you can see, the sleeves are clear and glossy on both sides. It appears to be 0.8 millimeters per pack of 80 sleeves, and that makes it 100 microns per sleeve, and that means that you'll have about 50 microns per face. Now let's check out the dimensions. Those appear to be 67 wide and 103 across, just as advertised. Now, let's see how one of these sleeves fit. What I have here is the Seven Wonders card. I'm gonna put it inside. Alright, fits pretty well. It's snug on both sides and has just a little bit of room at the top. It's very glossy. And now I'll be going to the sleeve test where I will put these 45 Seven Wonders cards into 45 of these Ultimate Guard premium soft sleeves and see how long that takes. Ready, set, go. Alright, so it looks like it took 2 minutes and 16 seconds. I accidentally hit start and stop again, which is why the number is a little higher than that, to sleeve these 45 Seven Wonders cards, and that's actually an okay speed of 3.02 seconds per sleeve, which is surprisingly quick given the size of these cards. Overall, the sleeves were pretty lightweight and easy to open and easy to put the cards in. There was very little resistance in putting the cards in as well. They slid in very quickly and easily, so I really liked how easy it was to sleeve these cards. Taking a look at the sleeves now that all the cards are in them, I would say that these sleeves are actually quite uniform. Some of the sleeves bend left and some of them bend right at the very top, but the width and the height are otherwise quite uniform. And so that's a really good sign as well. Now, one thing to note is that there is a little bit of warping on these soft sleeves. Now, this isn't uncommon for soft sleeves, but because of how glossy the sleeve is, it does make for a little bit of a noticeable surface reflection when the sleeves are held up to light, as you can see here. It's not the hottest looking sleeves, but considering the fact that you're paying the least for these particular sleeves, perhaps that's not that big of a concern. Now, to make sure that we have 80 sleeves, I'm going to count all the remaining sleeves. That's 35 here, plus 45 here is exactly 80. There are no sleeves missing. And now I'm going to move on to the shuffle test. So I'm going to shuffle these 45 sleeved Seven Wonder cards 100 times and see how long that it takes. Ready, set, go. Alright, to shuffle it 100 times, it took 2 minutes and 22 seconds, which is a fairly respectable speed of 1.42 seconds per shuffle. The speed was relatively fast, but right now I'll tell you that like many soft sleeves, these aren't the easiest to handle. When you slide the cards into each other, there's a bit of resistance, and as you do it faster, the amount of force you have to use to press the halves of the deck into each other increases, and because if you're shuffling very quickly, you're not going to fully get it through. Sometimes you're going to have cards that don't fully go in. And then also, maybe it's because of the ways that the tops bend left and right with each other. Sometimes the cards will bounce out, which caused me to drop cards or to have awkwardly misplaced cards during the shuffle process, which caused there to be cards that popped out like this, and then I had to push them in addition to just the regular push. So it's not the most comfortable shuffle, and again, because of the thinness of these sleeves, there's a bit of a bounce and a give when you hold the sleeves, and so as you shuffle them, you sometimes feel like it's challenging to split the deck so that you can shuffle it, and sometimes it's also challenging to like keep a hold of the sleeves themselves as you shuffle if you're shuffling fairly rapidly and several times. So that is a common downside to a lot of soft sleeves, and these soft sleeves are not exempt from that. Let's take a look at the sleeves now that they have been handled quite a bit. So the sleeves are in fairly decent shape. An occasional sleeve here and there has a somewhat bent corner, as you might expect when handling soft sleeves, and this is really common to a lot of soft sleeves. So it's not like it's out of the ordinary or unexpected, but these bent corners can sometimes slow down the shuffling process because of how the cards slip into each other. And so that's not an optimal thing, but it is something that you go into soft sleeves expecting. But there are no broken sleeves. The sleeves remain fairly scuff-free and generally look about as good as when I slid them on. So that's a positive note for these sleeves, and I think as far as soft sleeves go, they will be fairly durable. So I can't really see too much that's negative about these sleeves in terms of durability, at least as in what you might expect from soft sleeves. Now, because they are soft sleeves, they will wear out probably faster than their thicker cousins, and may be prone to more damage, like the bending of the corners and so forth. But I think that these are pretty good quality for what you're paying. Now I'm going to do the shake test. I'm going to shake this deck of 45 Sleeve 7 Wonders cards for about 2 seconds and see how it holds up. Ready? Okay, it barely even slid at all. Like, the deck is pretty much in as good of a shape as when I stacked it up together. And I think part of this is because there's a lot of stick to these sleeves against each other. And I don't know what it is, but it does make it so that these sleeves aren't going to slide around a lot when they are stacked together. So that's a good thing, and I say that it passes the shake test. Let's do the draw test and see how it goes. I'm going to draw 3 cards off the top of this deck and see if the deck shifts a lot. Ready? Fine. Barely any movement. I thought because of the stickiness of the sleeves that it might pull the sleeves as I pulled them off like this, but you really have to push down as you pull to make that happen. So overall, I think that passes the draw test with flying colors as well. In the end, when looking at these sleeves, I think that they are quite good for soft sleeves, and considering that these are the least expensive soft sleeves that you can get per sleeve, they are actually probably the best in terms of value that you're looking for. These aren't going to be the most durable sleeves overall just because of the fact that they're soft sleeves, but if you like the profile, the thinner profile of soft sleeves, and if you prefer the cost, then these are probably going to be the least expensive and best quality for the price that you're getting sleeves that you can get. So this is definitely for the budget conscious and the people that want good soft sleeves for a good price. They don't look fantastic because of the warping and the way that the light reflects off the warping, so it's really obvious that the sleeves are warped. But if aesthetics don't mean that much to you, then this isn't going to be much of a problem. Anyway, as usual, I have a couple surveys in the description box below. If you have any experience with these sleeves and would like to leave your feedback as well, you can click on those links below and report on your experience with these sleeves, and then the results will be posted at Innate Games' resource page. Next up, I'll be looking at the Ultimate Guard Supreme sleeves for cards of this size as well. Keep an eye out for that. Hit the like button if you appreciated this review. Subscribe if you'd like to see future reviews and other gameplay videos. And thanks for watching. This was Refresh, and I will see you next time.